Hello viewers, welcome to new video. Today we discuss about coordination in plants. In animals, we found very well developed nervous system, but plants don't have any. But they respond to different stimuli same as animals do. If we take a sensitive plant, which is commonly known as Lajjavati, we found that it moves very fast in response to touch. But this movement is not growth movement. Now focus on how plants respond to stimulus immediately. Let's understand it through a flowchart. First, stimulus or external facts such as external touch, sunlight, etc. comes from the environment. It goes to a cell. In the cell, different type of electrochemical reaction is performed. The result of electrochemical reaction is change of shell or shape of shell. Due to change the amount of water in the cell, because electrochemical reaction is occurred in the cell, result is swelling or shrinking of cell. In this procedure, plants respond to stimulus and it's very fast and immediate in nature. So firstly, stimulus came to the cell, then different electrochemical reaction is occurred here. Shape of cell is changed and due to this, water amount is changeable and result is swelling or shrinking of cell. It's a immediate procedure and it's much more faster than growth movement. It's not growth movement, it's response to stimulus or external facts. In this way, sensitive plant responds to touch. We touch just the tip portion or any part or any point of leaf, but movement happens through the surrounding area or through the total leaf. This type of movement is known as response against the stimulus. Still now, we discussed how a plant moves due to stimulus. Now we focused on movement due to growth. In our day-to-day life, we all notice the plant such as Cucurbita maxima or butterfly pea, which is commonly known as Aparajita, rapidly grow with support, and these grow in the direction of objects. This type of movement is performed due to growth. This is supporting object and this is the plant named Cucurbita maxima. Now the growth of the plant is going through this object. Where this object is present, the plant grows in that direction. This type of movement is known as growth movement and it is not dependent on stimulus. Let's discuss the growth movement in details. We named the movement of plants or plants parts as tropism. We found different types of tropism in plants such as phototropism, geotropism, hydrotropism, chemotropism, etc. First we discuss about phototropism. What is it? When we put a plant against the sunlight, plant move or bend towards the sunlight. That is phototropism. Best example of phototropism is sunflower. At the daytime, the face of sunflower is moved towards the direction of sun. It's the example of phototropism. Or you can put a plant beside the window and you found the stems bent towards the sun, which is at the outside of the window. So movement of stem towards the sunlight is the example of phototropism. Movement towards the sunlight. Then geotropism. Geotropism means movement towards gravitational force. Let's understand it from a image. Here we found in plants, roots are always goes into the soil or goes to the direction of gravitational force. This is the example of geotropism. Here another one is hydrotropism, means movement towards water. Again roots goes into the soil and there is also presence of water. This is the example of hydrotropism. For this reason roots are always goes into the soil and water due to geotropism and hydrotropism for the accumulation of water and another nutrients for the plant body or for the photosynthesis. Another one is chemotropism, means movement towards chemical substances. As for example, the pollen tubes grow towards ovules and it is the example of chemotropism. But response against stimulus is much more faster than the growth movement, means the response against the touch of sensitive plants is much more faster than phototropism, chemotropism, hydrotropism, etc. We generally found chemical communication in multicellular organism through nervous system, but nerve connection is absent in plants. So plant cell releases hormones as chemical substances. Now what is hormones? Hormones are generated in one place and walked away from its origin by diffusion mechanism. Hormones are generated in one place and walked away from its origin. So, these hormones or chemical substances are accumulated around the cell and then other cells detect it and transmit it also. This process is slower than chemical communication by nerves. So, from the flowchart, plant cell, it releases hormone or chemical substances. This hormone is accumulated around cells. When it accumulated around cells, other cells detect the hormone or chemical message. When it or other cells detect the chemical message, then they transmit it also. This process continues the establishment of communication. But the total procedure is much more slower than the animal nervous tissue or chemical communication by nerves. We found the term hormone in how plants respond or communicate with each other. Now we have to read different types of plant hormones. First one is auxin. The workplace of auxin is shoot tip, means the tip of the stem. It helps the plant to grow longer. And the specification of auxin is in which side of plant it's present and it is exposed to sunlight, auxin is generated there. but work of auxin is performed at the opposite shady area, means at the opposite direction of sunlight. It present at the direction, or it's generated at the direction of sunlight, but it works at the shady area or opposite of the sunlight. You have to remember it very carefully. Next one is gibberellin. Gibberellin works at lateral surface of the plant or shoot tip of the plant. The presence or workplace of gibberellin is much more same as auxin, and it helps in the growth of stem. Next one is cytokinin. Cytokinin generally present at the fruits and seeds, and its main function is to promote cell division. The best example of cytokinin is the presence of cytokinin in the coconut water or any type of seeds which has albuminous in it or albumin present in the seed. Next one is abscisic acid. Its workplace is roots and terminal buds at the top of the plant. Abscisic acid works just against of auxin, gibberellin and cytokinin. They promote the growth of cell or growth of plant body, but abscisic acid prevents growth, and falling or wetting of leaves are promoted by it. Falling means the fall of leaves, and wetting means the water release of leaves in extreme amount, or in common words we known wetting as सिकुड़ जाना. जब पत्ता सिकुड़ जाता है तब हम कहते हैं wetting. And falling and wetting of leaves are promoted by abscisic acid. So you have to remember the 4 plant hormones: auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin and abscisic acid in 10th grade. So here is the discussion about coordination in plants. Today here is the end of discussion. See you in the next class. Thank you.